Hey, you guys. Good afternoon. Is it 12 o'clock yet? No. Good morning. Good morning. My bad. How are you? Come in this room. I know you guys are at work. I have a quick word. I am off doing some things. Let me switch this camera. Hi, Kenzo. How are you? How are you guys? Good morning. Thank you for watching the replay. You can still sow hearts. Thank you for sharing with your followers. I appreciate that so much. I know you guys have not seen me. How are you? What you guys been up to? This great Friday. Is it Friday? Yes. I've been going so hard. How are you? How you doing, brother? I've been going so hard. I can't even remember the days. I'm like, I remember when I was in school. You can remember those days really well. But thank you guys for watching. My name is Jedett Cesar. I am a creative director for Intrigue Style Salon, a visionary. Most importantly, I am a child of God. I'm an intercessor. Many things in one. But as I was, embarking on my morning, we are getting ready for our appreciation barbecue tomorrow at Intrigue Style Salon, and it's a pre-Mother's Day celebration. It was one of the few things that we came up with for this month that we wanted to do. We wanted to celebrate our clients and our new clients, also family and friends, by just having like a get together where we could just laugh and talk and just be amongst each other. But this was not my original scope to really talk about this. I was gonna talk about some other things far as biblical wise. I know I haven't really give you guys instructional scope. I just been so busy. I started doing some new things this week and some new projects, and it's been really keeping me consumed. But I was like, I'm gonna try to be consistent as possible on Periscope because I have some people that have been inboxing me asking me why I haven't been scoping. So I owe a scope or two. Hi Ronnie, how are you? I was just talking about how I haven't been on, and I have people like that been inboxing me like, Jedett, where are you? Where are you? But how you doing? How's the family? But one thing I wanted to say that really came across my mind this morning. I know we're all getting ready for Mother's Day, and I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat, so I see all the great things that people are doing for their moms. They're posting "I love you, mom" pictures, and thank you. And I was like, you know what about the people that's grieving? What about the people that's grieving? I know one or two of you guys may know somebody, or maybe more, that's lost a parent or a mother or a father. During these times, I'm like, these are some tough times for some of my close friends and family members. And immediately my mindset changed because, just for the last couple of days, we've been running around getting ready for our Mother's Day appreciation barbecue and for our clients as well. And I was like, I seen a comment or two about a girl that lost her mother just yesterday to cancer. And I was like, while we're getting ready, let's be mindful and just have the heart of God for someone who is actually going through a loss or who went through a loss of their mother. I'm like, it's such a sensitive and touchy holiday. A lot of them are waiting for Monday to come. And I know just in my close circle, I have more than 5 people who's lost their mother, around this period of time. So I was like, as we go on, let us not forget about those who are grieving, about the fathers who's playing the double role of being a mom. There's guys out here nowadays, and it's growing in numbers, who's doing both parts, who's playing mother and father. I know we see it on Instagram, we see it on Facebook, where guys are posting videos of them getting their daughters and their sons ready for school. So I was like, that was one of the few things that I wanted to say. I'm like, if you want to have a kindness act, or you want to just put on the heart of God, it's a great time to start texting these people, inviting them to dinner, checking up on them. Hello, how are you? Checking up on them, making sure they're okay. Because I know we get so consumed with our plans and we get so consumed with our family that we become a little selfish and we forget, to text that friend in high school or college, who lost their parent around these times. They are really hurting. And that's what one of the few things I started doing this morning was start texting them. And just to be very transparent, I don't really talk to these people on a daily basis just because I have like 2 jobs and I have stuff that I'm working on. But I was like, you know what? Before I do this appreciation barbecue and I get so consumed and Sunday comes, let me text them now. Let me show them now. If you have a neighbor, who does not have family, like I have a lady across from me now, it's just her and her cats. You guys, that's a hard thing. Oh God, someone's at my door. That's a hard thing to really go through when you don't have family, when you don't have community, and God, hey, thank you. God is really God really considers the brokenhearted. According to Psalm 34, you guys see that he is close. I know he went outside. Get him for me, please. Oh, bring him back to me. That's my niece. She's dropping off something for me. As I said, I'm getting ready for some stuff. But according to Psalm 34, where God say, he's close to the brokenhearted. Right now, honestly and truly, the one girl that I text, she's not believing in God. That is sad because she's like, why would God take my mom away? And we want to, as Christians, as saints, let them know that's not the act of God. Illness and cancers do not come from God. They really are putting the blame on God, like God is the one, that allowed my mom to die early. I have children. I don't know how to be a proper mother. But can I tell you guys, for anyone who is suffering with that spirit, if you have a family and you feel like, okay, you're missing out, one thing that I had to remind the young girl about is that, yes, her mother did die early. Her mother died 3 years ago and she's still in her early 20s. But one thing I had to tell her was that we have to think about future and we have to think about legacy. So her mother's inheritance that got passed down to her, it should live on through your children. Sometimes you don't have a positive outlook on what you're going through. But I told her to really try to, hey, excuse me, guys, that's my dog. But I said, you have to look at it through another aspect of look at it through the glass half full versus half empty. Your mother passed and it's something that's imaginable. I can't even fathom that thought of losing my mom because I still have my mom here and I'm grateful for that as well. But I was like, let her spirit live on through you, through your children. And if you don't know, some people lose their mothers really early. If you don't know the nurturing side or the affectionate side or the affirming side because you didn't have a mom or your mom wasn't there or, your mom was busy doing other things, this is the time for you to start connecting with God because he knows you're hurting. He knows that you need those affirmations. You need that vindication. And the Holy Spirit is not guy or female. He is omnipresent. He is everywhere. He's a spirit. So, these are the times for you to just be really transparent and just be really honest with God and say, hey, Lord, I'm not looking forward to Mother's Day. Sunday is coming up and I see everybody posting up everything and I'm a little upset. I'm a little bothered. I don't even know how to properly, take care of my children because I don't have that example anymore because my mother is not here. More so we see the other side where people are cussing out God. And, oh, God, why would you do this to me? And, God, why would you take away my mother? And, you're not real and you're not kind and you're not this. God is still in the business to make sure the words that he have of your life come to pass. He's still in the business for making sure that those words come into fruition and completion for your family. So yes, circumstances does happen. Loss does happen. But we have to also remember that God is a restorer. He's a redeemer. He will give you back the joy. He will give you back the time. He will give you back the laughter. He will give you back great memories that you did not have the chance to have with your mother or with your father, whoever that you lost. in your lifetime. So, we just have to let God heal those wounds. If we're still grieving over someone that has passed away, no matter if it's your mother, father, daughter, friend, or whatever, if you're still grieving, you have to be honest with God and say, you know what, God, heal these wounds, because I can't go on thinking that this person is not here. We can't keep living in the past. According to Isaiah 43, where God said, if you keep dwelling on the past, you won't see what he has for you in the future. And God is all about future. God is intentional. God wants to deal with your past so you can move on, so you can know how to raise these children properly, so you can know how to affirm your kids, so you can have that nurturing aspect. He's a teacher, so he still wants to help you in those aspects, but you got to invite him in. You got to let him in. So that's my word to you guys. That's my encouraging word for every person, who is waiting for Monday, who wants to skip over the next couple of days, who's logging off of social media because they just can't fathom everybody enjoying themselves. And, here I am, locking myself up into the house. You guys, don't isolate yourself. If you have a family member who has lost someone, or a neighbor or a friend, this is a time to pull them out, because the enemy is really clever. The enemy would try to talk to them in their minds and in their spirits and in their hearts, and make them feel like they don't have anyone, and make them feel like they are alone in this hour. They are not alone. God is all about relationships and community and friendships. This is the time where we as Christians, we as saints, need to put on the heart of God and put on the mind of God, especially to the ones who call themselves burden barriers. If you're a burden barrier, this is the time where you will start feeling a little grief and a little sorrow and a little pity for others who do not have the luxuries of what we have. And if you do have a mom, this is the time for you to start showing your appreciation and just, grasping onto these memories that you can have. Don't take it for granted. Even if you have your own family and you still have a mom, this is a time to start calling your mom, or writing a letter, or sending out a card, or doing a spa day. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the finances, go to a park, have a little small meal, have a small picnic, go to the beach. Those are free things that you can do with your family this weekend to show your appreciation and to show your gratitude to your mother or your grandmother, if you were raised by your grandmother. Anyone who has the mothering aspect in your life, guys, don't take this for granted, because life is really short. For some, according to us as Christians, we have long life in God. We have long life in God. But for some, they did not make it. They did not make it to see this day. They did not make it to see today. So I want to leave you guys with that. And I also want to invite anyone who's in the South Florida area. Tomorrow, we will have our appreciation barbecue for our customers and for our clients. New clients. If you're a mommy to be, we are still doing services. We are still doing hair care, nail care, makeup, waxing. Go ahead and put your appointments in. I don't know if it's too late for you to put your appointments in, because the ladies were filling up pretty fast for this week. We are located on 81 South State Road 7, Plantation, Florida. That is the Fort Lauderdale area, South Florida to be exact. If you have any family and friends, invite them in. We will have the barbecue starting at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So bring your family, bring your friends, bring your children. We will have many great entertainments, raffles and giveaways. So we invite you guys. So you guys have a great day. Hopefully I can get back on here after my errands and everything is done and have a instructional scope for you guys. But you guys stay blessed. Stay blessed and just have a great weekend. Make it positive, make it positive and actually share with someone else who does not have that same luxury as you. So you guys have a good one. Bye.